Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So first of all, chosen, how y'all doing out there? I can say that from this vantage point, just looking at the energy, y'all are looking damn good. You are looking damn good. And you may have come into a period in your life, very short period, where you felt like something just felt a little off. It felt a little chaotic out in the spiritual streets. However, it did not touch your energy because you have truly mastered the ability to ground yourself. You have mastered the ability to remain focused on those things that are valuable and important to you. You have mastered your ability to work with nature, to rebalance yourself, to get yourself back into alignment. You have truly mastered the ability of remaining grounded and balanced, okay? And so there's wealth all around you because there's wealth within you. You see your value, and therefore what you are attracting is a direct reflection of that. And so you may find that your financial circumstances are improving. They are improving. For some of you, it's moving at an expedited pace, while others of you, it is moving at a slow pace, but it's definitely improving to where it's noticeable. Either way, you're remaining focused. You are extremely focused on those things that are important to you. Meantime, in between time, though, there has been a lot of chaotic energy around you. It may not have been in your personal space, but for some of you, it was literally in your personal space. For others of you, this was energy that's outside of your personal space, but they tried to penetrate your space spiritually by sending spell work, the evil eye, doing wicked rituals to try and throw you off course, to distract you so that you would feel off balance and wouldn't be able to focus on those things that you hold near and dear to your heart. But you stayed on your throne. You never got off your throne. See, many of you have done a lot of work on your root chakra, and so you are not in survival mode anymore, but instead you're thriving. Even if your personal circumstances don't quite look the most ideal to the unaided eye, you are still thriving internally. And this is why your situation is changing so much, because you practice self-discipline, and that self-discipline is elevating you. It is elevating you, like you are truly bossing up in ways that people, they did not see coming. They didn't see it coming. So what you're creating is security that will last for a lifetime. And this is highly intimidating. It's actually hurting some folks' feelings out here, because there were people who really thought that they were in a position of power over you. They thought that they had bossed up so much that you would never be able to rise into your own power. And so they always thought that you would, or their hopes was that you would remain inferior in some way, and that you would be weighed down, burdened, and feeling as if you was carrying the load alone. But you found peace in nature. You found peace in that divine connection to the Most High Mother and Father. You found peace in healing yourself and balancing your energy, grounding your energy. And so now you have truly bossed up. You are a leader. You are the type of person that is the standard. You've become the standard chosen. People are now inspired by you. And those beings who were working up against you, now they are at war with one another. Now the energy for them is very chaotic because they found that they could not work up against you. At least they thought they could, though. I guess at one point they were convinced that whatever they was doing against you to stab you in the back or to hurt you or to bring you down, they thought that it would be the final ending, that you would just crash out, and that it will cause you to go back into maybe old patterns, or to begin to relive old fears, or to give up on your pursuits and your creative ideas. They thought that heartbreak would be that one thing that would distract you and throw you off course, but they was highly mistaken. Because see, you understand the importance of making healing a lifestyle. Okay? Your peace of mind is now your lifestyle. You do rituals around creating peace. That is your main objective every day that you wake up, is to be better today than you were yesterday. And it's not about you against them. It's you against the old version of yourself. And so these beings were definitely in competition. They created a competition that did not exist, but they are fighting with one another because now there are massive tower moments that's happening for them. They're crashing out and they don't know what to do with themselves. And so all they can do is fight one another because they're afraid. They are truly afraid of where this thing is taking you. And they are definitely afraid of where it's taking them, because many of them, they tried to deceive themselves into thinking that they could bypass their own karma. They really thought that, somehow, I don't know what they thought they was going to do. I don't know what type of trick of the hand they thought they was going to pull, but they really thought that they was going to be able to bypass judgment and that the scales would not ultimately have to balance out. And so they tried to take from you, chosen. They tried to prevent you from getting what is inherently yours, but ultimately it ended up becoming their own karmic debt. So now many of them are losing in more ways than they could ever imagine. And they're not going to be able to reap any of your harvest. You will not share your harvest in any way with these beings. Some of these people are, those that you know personally, and you really just did not realize how much of an enemy they were to you, how much of an opposition they were to you. But the more that you rise and the more that you continue to thrive and the more that you attract abundance and wealth into your life, the more that they're going to reveal their hand. And you're going to find that you're definitely going to have to move in silence around these beings. You're going to have to be very, very strategic in terms of the things that you are pursuing and doing. But you're also going to have to, clear the pathway, clear the way, because the tower is coming down and it's not meant for you to be in the building when it does happen. And so there is a lot of disruption that's happening out here in these spiritual and physical streets. But at the same time, for you, chosen, there is a lot of beautiful, beautiful things that's coming through for you because you've earned these things. So congratulations to those of you who have stayed on your throne and continue to persevere in spite of the opposition. Many of you were completely oblivious to this energy. Like, you have been so focused and, paying so much attention to those things that you hold valuable and becoming a better version of yourself that you had no idea that all of this stuff was happening in your presence or even around you. You had no idea. And that's exactly how your spiritual team wanted it to be. Okay. So you could have felt like something was off, but you might not have been able to put your finger on it. But even still, that little bit of discomfort just pushed you into recalibrating your energy, getting back balanced, doing whatever spiritual rituals you do in order to maintain your energy and your peace of mind, whether that ritual is through prayer, meditation, affirmations, burning and releasing, lighting of candles, getting out, hugging trees, getting grounded, whatever it is, sun gazing, whatever it is that you do, salt baths, you begin to push even harder and to focus more into that energy, focusing on your creative ideas, focusing in on that abundance and that wealth that you would like to create for yourself and, your future generations to come. So whatever you chose to do, it definitely worked. And, the most beautiful part about it all is that you didn't have to put forth much effort to combat your enemies. Like, they was out here working extra hard, sweating, back hurting, just doing the most, overthinking, losing sleep at night, strategizing, conspiring, like they was just doing the most. And they did all of that just for everything to fall right on their heads. Meanwhile, you just minding your business and staying grounded and doing the things that you love, and you still get exactly what is supposed to come to you. That's a damn shame. It just looks really, really bad on these beings because they underestimated the amount of power that you truly have, chosen. They underestimated the amount of authority that the Most High Mother and Father has gifted you because you've earned it, chosen. And so because they were foolish enough to underestimate you, they also underestimated that, when you do foolish things, you get foolish rewards, right? And so now they're underestimated the amount of karmic debt that they was going to have to pay back as a result of trying to create these stumbling blocks for a chosen seed. You can't just be out here messing with just anybody. But now these beings, they're coming to realize that, hey, you truly are royalty. You are gods and goddesses out there. And so they got to recognize you going to mess with somebody. You better make sure you pick very, very wisely, because they don't know who you are. They don't know who your ancestors are. They don't know what lineage you came from. They don't know your spiritual ranking. They don't understand the divine connection that you have to the Most High Mother and Father. They don't understand the amount of work and effort that you have put in to break those generational curses. And so your spiritual backing is humongous. Okay? You have a huge posse surrounding you, and they do not play. They do not play about you. And so now these beings, they're learning that no matter how hard they try, they cannot take you down. They are now taking each other down. They're taking themselves down, and they're going to have to deal with the karma, because some of these people did some outright illegal things and tried to get you caught up in some foolishness. But because you check out, okay, your whereabouts check out. You can prove that you were where you say you was, okay? You can prove that you are who you say you are, okay? You have witnesses that backs you up in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. So you check out easily. But these beings, they thought that they could hide their hand. They thought they could throw rocks and hide their hand and get away with a lot of deceptive foolishness. And now all of the illegal things that they did, whether it was illegal in the natural realm or in the spiritual realm, it's all being judged. And so, especially the spiritual judgment, the Most High Mother and Father never misses. Okay, so those things that's not covered by this so-called legal system here in the 3D, is most certainly going to be covered in the spiritual realm. There is nothing that goes unseen. There is nothing that can be hidden. And so go ahead and celebrate, y'all, because you've earned every single thing that is coming towards you. This is a beautiful time to be alive. Okay, this new season is yours. And as we move into autumn season, what is also known as fall, just know that you're going to watch your enemies fall all around you. Okay, on the left and on the right. 1,000 will fall on one side, 10,000 on the other side. But only with your eyes will you watch and see the demise of your enemy. Okay, I'm sure I just butchered that all the way, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Okay, it's time for things to go down. And wicked empires are falling. Wicked beings are falling. Those who wanted to work up against you, they are falling. Smoke screens coming down. Illusions, mask falling off. All of that is being destroyed right before your eyes. And while it's all happening, you will still be able to remain focused on those things that you love to do. You will still continue to rise and receive more and more wealth and abundance and security while all of these things are happening around you. That's the beautiful thing about how the Most High is working here in the age of Aquarius. So you still got the time to be amused by the destruction of your enemy, but you also have more than enough time to stay focused on those things that you're passionate about and continue to reap the rewards of it. So that's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know how this has impacted you in a positive way, Chosen, and how you are watching your enemies come down, those who you know personally, as well as the powers that were, just in the, in the world as a whole. Watch it, because this is your time to shine. I love you all, and I'll talk to y'all next time.